forbidden ritual preserved for millennia can erase 20 years from your body. This isn't metaphor. Your fatigue, depleted energy, and wrinkles aren't natural. They're results of silent programming keeping you weak and dependent. The multi-billion-dollar anti-aging industry profits from your belief that decay is inevitable. They sell creams and pills masking problems because tired bodies don't question. They just consume. Ancient Egypt's initiates into Thoth's mysteries understood truth. Youth isn't a phase. It's a skill. They used a simple, free 3-step protocol to master this skill. A protocol so powerful it was deliberately hidden and labeled mysticism so you'd never find it. This video reveals these 3 pillars. The first alone reboots your nervous system in minutes. Ancient Egypt housed profound knowledge about life and death kept under lock and key. An enigmatic figure stood out as master of cosmic knowledge. Thoth, scribe of the gods, lord of wisdom, carried his most secret title, master of time. He didn't just record years. He understood their mechanics. Thoth knew time wasn't an external force crushing us but a stream of consciousness that can be navigated and influenced. His legacy, codified in texts like the Corpus Hermeticum, doesn't speak of immortality as death's absence. That would be childish fantasy. He speaks of conscious expansion of duration, the ability to extend the body's vitality, clarity, and strength far beyond limits imposed as natural. Pharaohs and high priests, his closest disciples, didn't seek eternal life through magical rituals involving gold and blood. They sought regeneration. They understood a fundamental principle modern science is only beginning to grasp. Biological age, wrinkles, stiffness, disease are merely physical reflections of internal condition. True aging begins in mind and energy in soul. Body rigidity is merely the echo of thought and emotion rigidity. They realized flexible body and fluid mind are the true fountains of youth. While modern society teaches us to fight time with chemicals and invasive procedures, Egyptian initiates knew the battle was internal. The secret wasn't adding anything to the body but removing blockages impeding natural life force flow. Youth meant flow. Old age meant stagnation. Stagnation was the true death in life. The protocol Thoth left required no rare potions or complex incantations. It was frighteningly simple, so simple it was disregarded and forgotten by our complexity and technology-obsessed civilization. The ritual was based on returning to 3 essential pillars. 3 fundamental practices modern society has not only taught us to ignore but actively trained us to do incorrectly, ensuring we remain trapped in programmed decay cycles. These 3 pillars unlock your body's natural regeneration ability. They aren't exercises or wellness techniques to relax you momentarily. They're acts of sovereignty, declarations of independence against the system wanting you weak. Each pillar is a tool to dismantle aging programming and reignite vitality's flame that's been nearly extinguished. The first pillar is something you do every second but which has become the silent source of your stagnation. Air, the most abundant, free, and essential element for life, has become the most powerful yet most neglected medicine. We've been taught to do everything but breathe the way nature intended. This fundamental flaw is the root of our accelerated aging, the gateway to chronic fatigue and disease. Think of your body as a complex river system where cells are banks and blood is water. This river needs constant flow to stay clean, oxygenated, and full of life. Notice how most people breathe. A short, anxious breath barely leaving the upper chest. This breathing is like a dam blocking the river's flow. Water becomes stagnant, oxygen levels decrease, the river turns into swamp. Faded swamp where metabolic waste begins accumulating. This waste is what science calls free radicals. The accumulation process is oxidative stress, literally your body's rust. It corrodes cells from inside out, damages DNA, inflames tissues, dramatically accelerates aging. You can use the most expensive creams in the world. But if your insides are rusting, you're just painting a rusty gate. The true fountain of youth is the ability to cleanse this internal rust at every moment. Conscious deep breathing is the fresh flowing water cleaning this swamp. It's the force of nature washing metabolic waste from your system. Oxygen isn't just gas. It's the great purifier. When you inhale deeply, you're not just filling lungs. You're sending a surge of vital energy to each of the trillions of cells in your body, giving them fuel they need to repair, regenerate, and function at full potential. An ancient Shaolin master told his disciples, "If you breathe poorly, your life is like tasteless unsalted soup and you die before your time." This ancient wisdom understood that breathing quality determines life quality. Shallow breathing creates shallow life full of anxiety and fatigue. Deep sovereign breathing transforms your body from barely surviving zombie into awake, alert feline, full of energy and ready for action. This is the forbidden breath, forbidden not by ancient law but by our modern society structure, keeping us in constant stress and anxiety, forcing our bodies into fight or flight breathing patterns. Breaking this pattern is the first and most crucial act of rebellion. It's reclaiming control over your own vital energy. If you're ready to take back control of your body's natural regeneration and want more ancient wisdom that actually works, please subscribe. We're revealing protocols deliberately hidden from you, and your support helps us continue this mission. Now let's activate the practice. The transformation begins with what I call air alchemy. This isn't relaxation exercise. It's the first practical step toward reprogramming your nervous system and beginning to reverse years of wear. Wherever you are, stop. Sit with spine straight but relaxed. Close your eyes to awaken to your inner world. Slowly inhale through your nose, counting to 4. Here's the secret that changes everything. Don't inflate your chest. Feel the air sinking and expanding in your belly as if inflating a balloon at your torso's base. This is the sign you're using your lungs to full capacity, activating your diaphragm, the respiratory muscle most people forget they have. This abdominal breathing is how babies breathe, how nature intended us to breathe. At inhalation's end, when your belly is expanded, hold your breath for 4 seconds. This is the sacred moment of alchemy, the pause where magic happens. In this stillness instant, you're forcing oxygen deep into tissues. Every cell hungry for this energy is drinking in vital oxygen. You're saturating your system with life force, combating cellular rust at its most fundamental level. Feel the gentle pressure, the pent-up energy ready for release. Then exhale slowly through your mouth, counting to 6. The exhale should be longer than inhalation. Imagine you're releasing not only carbon dioxide but also the invisible weight of accumulated stress. Every worry, every muscle tension, every anxious thought is carried out of your body along with air. Feel your shoulders relax, your jaw loosen. You're emptying the swamp, making room for life's river to flow freely once more. Repeat this cycle. Inhale for 4 counts, hold for 4 counts, exhale for 6 counts. What do you feel? Maybe slight tingling in your hands or feet. Maybe warmth spreading throughout your body. Or perhaps sudden clarity of mind as if fog had lifted. These aren't side effects. They're the first signs you've ignited your inner flame. You've reconnected an energy circuit disconnected for years. This is your nervous system's reboot. This simple act repeated daily is a declaration of independence against modern asphyxiation. You're telling your body and the universe you're regaining control. You're no longer victim of anxiety and shortness of breath. You're the alchemist transforming air, the most common element, into liquid gold, into pure vital energy. But oxygenating the body is only the first pillar. For regeneration to be complete, we must attack the second silent poison, accelerating aging more than any other factor. Now that you've started purifying your body with oxygen, it's time to tackle the second saboteur of your youth, incessant noise. Not just traffic's din or construction site next door. The constant bombardment of information, notifications, flashing screens, alarming news, opinions, and demands screaming for your attention every second of day. We live in an age of information overload. This takes devastating biological toll. External chaos creates internal chaos. Your nervous system wasn't designed to process this amount of stimuli. To deal with this constant assault, your body enters permanent alert state, pumping cortisol into your bloodstream nonstop. Cortisol is useful in real emergency, giving you energy to fight or flee. But when it becomes chronic, it turns into acid, corroding your body from inside day and night. Excess cortisol is one of aging's biggest accelerators. It destroys collagen, the protein keeping your skin firm, causing wrinkles and sagging. It causes chronic inflammation throughout the body, the basis for most degenerative diseases. Worst of all, It literally kills neurons, especially in the hippocampus, the brain area responsible for memory and learning. Mental fog, feeling, difficulty concentrating, forgetfulness are all symptoms of this cortisol poisoning. The wellness industry sells palliative solutions, relaxing teas, guided meditation apps, anxiety supplements. They treat symptoms but never root cause. The true antidote, the only one that can truly reset the system and stop this poison's production, is free, accessible, and infinitely powerful: silence. Not accidental silence of empty room. Intentional, profound silence acting like a reset button for your internal processor. Silence isn't void. It's fertile space, the secret laboratory where the body has chance to heal and regenerate what noise has destroyed. When you allow yourself to be in absolute silence, your nervous system finally shifts out of alert mode. Cortisol production plummets and the body can activate natural repair mechanisms. Modern science is only beginning to confirm what ancient sages always knew: silence heals. Recent studies show periods of silence can actually stimulate neurogenesis, birth of new brain cells, precisely in that hippocampus area that stress destroys. You're not just calming your mind. You're literally rebuilding your brain, making it more resilient, sharper, younger. Finding this silence doesn't require moving to Tibetan monastery or abandoning your life. It requires something much more challenging: the discipline of achieving 5 minutes of absolute stillness. Find a place and time where you won't be interrupted. Turn off your cell phone, close your computer, alert those around you. For just 5 minutes, your only commitment is to nothingness. Just sit and be still. In the first few seconds or maybe minutes, your mind will panic. It will scream. It's noise withdrawal syndrome. An avalanche of useless thoughts, recycled worries, to-do lists, imaginary dialogues will try dragging you out of silence. Your mind, accustomed to being in control, hates vacuum. It will do anything to fill it with familiar noise. Most people give up here believing they can't meditate or their mind is too noisy. The secret isn't fighting your mind. Don't try stopping your thoughts. That's impossible and only leads to more frustration. Instead, just observe. Imagine you're sitting on riverbank and your thoughts are boats passing by. You don't have to jump on each boat and be carried by current. Just watch them pass. A thought about work, one about dinner, an old memory. Watch them arise and disappear without clinging to any. You are the observer, not the thoughts. If you can withstand this initial storm, something miraculous happens. Your mind, realizing you're no longer engaging in its drama, begins to surrender. Thought storm subsides. Noise calms and the lake of your consciousness, previously turbulent and murky, begins to settle. For the first time, perhaps in years, you can see the bottom. What you find there isn't emptiness but clarity and serenity that have always been there, only obscured by surface agitation. In this silence, you become a mirror, free from urgency's mask, free from identity imposed by external noise. You finally recognize yourself. You remember who you are beyond your profession, your problems, your worries. It's an encounter with your essence, with the silent and immutable core of your being. It's in this moment of profound recognition that true regeneration begins. Your soul remembers its original state of peace and your body begins reflecting that harmony. This daily practice of 5 minutes of silence is like clearing your mental processor's cache. It frees up resources, improves focus, allows your system to operate much more efficiently. Now that you've oxygenated your body and calmed your mind, we're ready for the third and final pillar. The pillar that unites the first two and puts the entire system in rejuvenating flow state. The movement that finally erases years of stagnation. You've cleansed your system with breathing and reset your mind with silence. Now we come to the pillar that integrates everything, the final piece, transforming your body from static vessel into river of living energy. This is ritualized movement. Your body wasn't designed for immobility. It wasn't made to spend 8 hours daily sitting in office chair, trapped in metal box in traffic, or sunk into couch in front of screen. This is violence against your biology. The stiffness you feel in shoulders, back, and hips has nothing to do with age. It has to do with immobility. Think of a river. As long as water flows, it's clear, full of life and oxygen. But if you dam that river, water becomes stagnant and life begins to die. Your body works the same way. Lack of movement creates stagnation in your vital energy, in your blood, in your lymph. This stagnation is the breeding ground for pain, inflammation, and aging. Our ancestors knew this instinctively. From Shaolin monks in China to yogis in India, from whirling dervishes in Sufism to shamans in the Americas, everyone used movement as medicine and spiritual connection. Movement for them wasn't about vanity, about building muscles for gym selfies. It was about unlocking the flow of chi or prana, the life force animating all things. Each stretch was a key unlocking an energetic lock. Each posture a physical mantra. Almost done, and if you're realizing your body's potential for regeneration and want to continue this journey with us, please subscribe. We're bringing you practices that reverse what you thought was permanent. Your support means everything. Back to the final pillar. Conscious fluid movement deoxidizes the body. It's like taking old rusty dull metal and polishing it until it reflects light again. Every joint you move, every muscle you stretch is pumping new blood and oxygen to areas that have been forgotten and stagnant. You're literally breaking down old age's stiffness at cellular level, restoring the flexibility that is the true marker of biological youth. A flexible body is a young body no matter how old it is. Flexibility allows energy to flow unimpeded, nourishing your organs, lubricating your joints, keeping your nervous system balanced. Stiffness short-circuits this flow. It's a sign life energy is blocked. The focus of ritualized movement isn't brute force but fluidity, grace, and awareness in each gesture. You don't need to become Olympic athlete or martial arts master. The secret lies in reintroducing simple, conscious, and fluid movements into your daily routine, movements lost in our sedentary routines. It's about awakening your body's innate intelligence, reminding it how to move in ways that generate energy rather than consume it. The starting point, the central focus of the entire movement ritual is your spine. It's not just a pile of bones supporting your body. It's your tree of life, the superconductor through which the main energy current of your nervous system flows. In yogic tradition, it's the home of Kundalini, the sleeping serpent energy. When your spine is rigid, misaligned, and compressed by poor posture and immobility, this energy becomes blocked. The result is fatigue, pain, and accelerated aging. The first movement to awaken this axis is gentle spinal flexion. Stand with feet shoulder width apart. Inhale deeply and slowly begin arching your upper back, opening your chest to the sky as if absorbing sunlight. Don't force it. Just feel gentle opening. As you exhale, reverse the movement, slowly bending forward vertebra by vertebra as if trying to touch the ground. Let your head feel heavy. This simple movement lubricates intervertebral discs and begins releasing accumulated nervous tension. The second movement is conscious spins. Still standing with feet firmly on floor, begin gently rotating your torso from side to side. Let your arms hang loosely like ropes so they swing and gently tap against your body. Feel rotation starting from your waist, massaging your internal organs. This movement increases rotational flexibility of your spine and activates blood and lymphatic circulation, helping detoxify the body. It transforms stagnant energy into liquid fire, warmth spreading throughout your being. The third movement is solar opening. Stand up straight. Inhale and slowly raise your arms to your sides until your hands meet above your head. Imagine you're growing, stretching every inch of your spine as if trying to grab the sun. Hold this position for a moment, feeling energy of the sky entering through the top of your head and down your spine. As you exhale, slowly lower your arms. This act isn't just stretch. It's invocation, reminder to the universe that you are an open channel for cosmic energy. Flexibility, far more than brute strength, is the true indicator of your biological age. A body that can bend, twist, and flow with ease is a body deceiving time. It refuses to solidify, to become rigid and brittle. It chooses to remain fluid, adaptable, and alive. These three movements practiced together as single dance, the serpent dance, are the key to unlocking the axis of your vital energy and allowing youth strength to flow freely through you. Practicing this sequence for just a few minutes each day is like giving drink of fresh water to dry and wilted plant. You'll feel energy rise up your spine, clarity flood your mind, and sense of lightness and empowerment take over your body. You're awakening the sleeping serpent, reconnecting your body to its innate source of power. Now you have the three keys: breath, silence, and movement. Perhaps you're waiting for a fourth secret, a final magic word, or complex ritual tying it all together. But the great revelation, the true secret of Thoth, is the shocking simplicity of it all. The forbidden ritual isn't complicated esoteric technique kept in dusty tomb. It is radical return to the essential nature of the human being. It is rediscovery of what has been forgotten, not what was hidden. The secret is that there is no secret. The magic lies in mastering the basics. The ritual boils down to 3 acts of power you can practice at any time. Breathing like river, ensuring energy flows without stagnation. Being still like lake, allowing mind to settle and body to regenerate. Moving like feline, maintaining fluidity and flexibility against time's rigidity. That's it. This is the formula ancient masters used to maintain vitality, defying logic. Time isn't your enemy. It's not external force punishing you with age. Time is servant, a rhythm, a flow obeying the state of your body and mind. When your body is stagnant, inflamed, and your mind is chaotic and stressed, time seems to accelerate and wear you down. But when your body is flowing with energy and your mind is calm and clear, time bends to your will. It becomes ally in your process of continuous renewal. True youth has never been about adding things to your body. Not creams, pills, injections, or supplements. The multi-billion-dollar anti-aging industry is built on the lie that you need something from outside to fix yourself. Truth is, rejuvenation is process of subtraction. It's about removing blockages, stiffness, noise, and stagnation, preventing your body from doing what it already knows how to do. Heal and regenerate. It's about remembering who you once were. A body breathing fully is constantly detoxifying and energizing itself. A mind finding silence is continually repairing and rebuilding itself. A body dancing with time, moving fluidly, refuses to rust. The union of these 3 pillars creates virtuous cycle of regeneration, effectively erasing years of programming for decay. You're not stopping time. You're changing your relationship with it. You're leaving the tyranny of the clock to enter the flow of eternity. The power of this ritual lies not in its complexity but in its consistency. It's not what you do once but what you do every day that shapes your biological reality. Each deep breath is act of defiance. Each moment of silence is victory. Each fluid movement is declaration of freedom. You are act by act rewriting your soul's contract with time. You are reclaiming your sovereignty over your own vitality.